Hello and welcome back guys to a brand new SwordBorn devlog. If this is your first time here, I'm working on a pixel art RPG called SwordBorn, an adventure full of exploration, combat, crafting and secrets. You can find more info on the Steam page if you're interested. Don't forget to hit that wishlist button, it really helps a ton and keeps you updated when the game launches. When it comes to making an RPG feel alive and dynamic, it's a real challenge. It's not just about cool graphics or enemies, it's about building a world that feels responsive, evolving and worth diving into. In this devlog, I'm going to show you how I've been working on exactly that. So let's jump in. So the first thing I wanted to focus on is the environment. For example, in the forest map, I've added falling leaves to simulate a dynamic and alive atmosphere. It gives the feeling that the world is breathing, not just a static background. You might also spot tiny bugs flying around, adding to that subtle immersion. It's a small detail, but it helps make the world feel more natural and lived in. The same goes for the snow map, where I have added falling snow particles that gently drift in the background. These snowflakes aren't just for show, they help create that cold, immersive atmosphere, especially when paired with the map's icy terrain and frosty visuals. You can also see this in the village map, where the seasons dynamically change the atmosphere. During summer you will notice green leaves drifting through the air. In spring they turn pink, giving that classic cherry blossom vibe. Autumn brings in brown leaves, setting a calm nostalgic tone. And in the snow season, soft snow particles fall to match the chilly mood. Each season gives the village a completely different feeling, both visually and emotionally. It's a simple way to make the world feel alive and ever-changing without the player even needing to notice it consciously. Another thing I want to talk about is the system where trees and buildings become semi-transparent when you walk behind them, similar to Stardew Valley. This is not only helps with visibility but also gives a subtle sense that the environment is aware of your presence. It reacts to you. I've also added some movement-based environmental effects to make exploration more varied and interesting. For example, when the player goes underwater or into flooded zones, their movement speed is reduced, giving that heavy, slow-moving feeling you'd expect while wading through water. On the other hand, frozen lakes have the opposite effect. The player slides quickly across the surface with reduced control but increased speed, which makes for some fun and chaotic moments, especially during combat or puzzles. These mechanics are subtle, but they add more texture to the gameplay and make each zone feel truly unique in how you interact with it. Another focus has been on caves and underground areas, especially for resource gathering and exploration. These zones are meant to feel more mysterious and a bit dangerous, so I've added darkness and fog effects to increase tension and atmosphere. You will need to bring a torch or a light source for some caves to see properly, and the limited visibility adds a layer of strategy when deciding how deep you want to explore. So overall, a lot of work lately has gone into making the world of SwordBorn feel more alive, immersive and reactive, from seasonal changes and dynamic weather to sliding on icy lakes, exploring dark caves and interacting with a living village. Every detail is designed to pull you deeper into the adventure. There is still a ton left to do, more maps, quests, puzzles and of course continuing to polish the core gameplay. If you enjoyed this devlog and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if SwordBorn looks like your kind of game, you can wishlist it on Steam to get notified when it comes out. It helps me a ton and really support the development. Thanks again for watching, I will see you in the next one.